Gentle, basically.
Yeah, and Claude's eyes are rolling in the back of his head. He's good. I'm glad you're in today because you're working with one of my favorite patients, Claude, and then one of our favorite physical therapists here at the clinic, Boom, and she's awesome. And you know, I don't know if people really realize that a lot of chiropractic clinics that say they do PT, Boom, they don't really have physical therapists there. They have chiropractors with PT benefits, and that's good, that PT privileges, but they don't have actually physical therapists that are licensed in physical therapy. And this really makes a difference when we're doing things like rehabbing shoulders, things like that. With Claude, we're rehabbing the frozen shoulder, right, sir? Yeah. And we're a month in, and you were saying you're feeling about 75%.
75% better.
So we're gonna go through some of the techniques that we can do together. And you know what, over the years, it's so funny because Claude, I was working with Claude, and he's like, where did you learn that move? Or, oh, how did you get my arm in that position and know to do that and not? And I was like, Boom taught me, and if I can only take you to a certain level, then Boom and our good Dr. Chiwe here, we could take it to the next level. And that makes us so unique. But anyways, now, Claude, show where you were, if you can kind of remember where you were, and show where you are now. So show where you were. So that's where you began. So he said, Todd, I can't comb my hair. I can't brush my teeth. Ugh. Even eating was really uncomfortable. That's where he was before. And look at the behind. Show emulate behind. It was like that before. Now show where it's at now. We're a month into frozen shoulder rehab. So now he can go underneath. He can put deodorant on. Look at that. That translates into combing hair, washing, a lot more functions. He's getting his life back, and it's fantastic. Now, Boom, go ahead and I've talked already so much. Show some of the maneuvers you like to do for frozen shoulder. One of the things you were saying for the range of motion, you're giving some really good cues. So you're making sure when he was doing his range of motion, everyone knows to do range of motion for frozen shoulder, but show what you were cueing.
So when he was doing it, try to assess his range of motion. I tell the patients to, sit with the posture, upright posture, squeeze the shoulder blades, and take his arm up.
Look at how good his posture is.
And
his posture, look at this, fantastic.
Yeah, so you can kind of cue, but facilitate by doing this.
And she is making sure he is gripping the muscles in the back to give his foundation stability so he can get the range of motion. Right. Boom, can you show how some people cheat it? They always want to do the exercise at first like this.
So this is all, you see that's all he can go up? Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yep.
And with pain, right?
Yep.
Okay.
What did Boom add first? Boom, what did you add first? Stability.
Oh, yes.
You added scapular stability. First you added shoulder blade stability. And then from that stable basis, then we did range of motion. I can't tell you how often we see a patient that went through rehab for the shoulder, but they were never taught to stabilize. And then they come in and go, hey Todd, for some reason my neck is out now. I'm not here for my shoulder, but can you do my neck? Or
because they try to compensate.
They compensate in weird ways, yeah. So now here are some of the, Claude, are you up to it?
Oh,
some of the, yeah, he's like, bring it on. So I'll take my thumb, dig it into his armpit, and he loves this one. This was the classic.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll just slowly bring that up. And again, do you see what we did to that shoulder blade? Do that again, Claude. He drew that shoulder blade down first. He knew to do that, and then we move up. And then what he can do, man, these wrestling moves in high school are paying off, Mike. Go ahead and gently push your arm against my arm, and then relax. Good. And push again, and then relax. Beautiful. And that's a classic one. We love that one.
But for me, I like it like behind.
Yeah.
So you can just wrap his arm like that.
And this is awesome.
Tell him to relax completely so you can feel the weight on your arm, the therapist's arm.
Boom, I don't think I'm ever going to get him back as a patient.
And then I kind of, grab his shoulder blades in the back, and then you can just basically. Basically, you just kind of grab this hand with the scapular, and this one kind of stabilize right here, and you just kind of move. You can feel it.
Yeah, and Claude's eyes are rolling in the back of his head. He's good. And that really helps that shoulder blade free up. And when the shoulder blade wings better, then the ball and socket can move better. Yeah. Really important. Okay. Other things we can do is we can come in here and we take the shoulder and come underneath and I take that ball, because a lot of times that ball and socket hasn't been pushed down, and I draw it down this way to create room. So I'm pushing down towards me, and then again, you can push your elbow into my shoulder. Good, and then relax. And Claude is strong, don't do it too hard. And push again, and then relax. So that feels good. Or I can come from this position, grab here, and now Claude push out against me, like that. And I'm pulling the shoulder this way to create room. And push again.
Distracted.
Yeah, it feels great. Boom, while he's in this position, do you want to show the bicep stuff?
So gently, so go ahead and pull your shoulder blade down toward your foot.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not your arm, just the shoulder blade. Yeah, so to get in the right posture.
Yes, and do you see how good his shoulder blade control is? He's been working on that. Like
Yeah.
you can just cue him
He
once
can
or twice.
isolate it, yeah.
Yeah, beforehand he could not. So
And
this
then-
was a key.
And then I'm pushing down, you know, my right hand is going to be between his joint, between here, and just kind of gently push it down. Go like that, gently. There's a different grade for him right now. I'm kind of push to try to stretch the joint capsule. And then I go with just do the passive range of motion. So go ahead and try to take your arm up. And then I see the resistance. I come back down, relax.
Boom! This is a technique that came the same thing, but it came from our Kiwis.
Yeah.
The New Zealanders love to take a belt, and they take it underneath here. Whoops! We'll be really careful. And they take that shoulder, and then they gently. This is not for you guys to do at home, but you can see what I could do is I can apply pressure on the belt, and as I'm applying pressure on the belt, that pushes down here and gets it beautifully. So for my real advanced cases, if he wasn't progressing, I was gonna get the belt out, but I didn't have to. So that's some of the ways that we collaborate here. If you like this content, don't forget, hey, share it, like it, and comment below what you wanna see more of. Obviously people are gonna be like, I wanna see more Claude, I wanna see more Boom, less Todd. Okay, that's okay, I'll take it. Anyways, we love you guys and can't wait to see you again. Till later, see you.